What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. And unfortunately this video will be quite the opposite of my Lil Uzi one, because unlike Uzi's numbers which shocked me in a good way, Meg's numbers have come in and they're quite low.
Hey homie, I catch these flights, you go places for vacation, I catch flights to change my life, make my net worth, turn my net worth to $1 million overnight. It's amazing how my waves can travel as high as the skies. I might catch a flight to Portland or maybe to Vegas twice, maybe even fly back home to Texas, see what life's been like, do a show and shoot a video.
So Hits Double Daily has predicted Meg as doing 35 to 40k in her first week, which quite frankly isn't terrible, but let's have a look at Meg's run over the last year or so. 1 gold single, 2 platinum singles, over 9 million Instagram followers, over 9 million monthly Spotify listeners, not to mention a string of recent public controversies like the yadiiiigg situation, as well as appearances with The Breakfast Club, Hot 97, Angie Martinez, and just overall a huge social media presence. So having all that going for you and you only translated to roughly 40k first week? Not good. I think the success of Uzi's album and the relative failure of this album shows us yet again that all the social media controversy, relationship controversy, radio press runs, and all that type of attention and drama does is boost up the tweets about you, Instagram likes, and the social presence, but that doesn't translate to sales, and at the end of the day, your fan base and their connection with the music does the talking. We've seen this happen again and again. Same thing happened with Nicki Minaj and Queen. For all the controversy and headlines she made outside of the music that dominated the internet on her release week, she comes out and does relatively average numbers. Same with Lil Yachty and Teenage Emotions. There was all this controversy surrounding Yachty, all these big brand deals, Target, Sprite, etc. But he comes out and the fan base and the music does the talking, and we get a real sense of the reach he has. The difference is with Uzi, the hype was centered around the music. He wasn't going viral because of beefs or a girl or anything like that. No, he was going viral because of him tweeting the cover or the trailer or the deluxe version of the album. It's interlinked and directly related to the music, so it draws people to the music, whereas those other things don't. Plus, let's be honest, Uzi has run the internet for the last week or so. Anything he did, tweeted, or released went viral and took over the discussion completely, from Twitter to YouTube to Reddit to even Google. So I think Meg got a bit unlucky in this regard, as Uzi happened to push up the release of the album. I think in an alternate universe where Uzi drops on the 13th, it's not like Meg's numbers would be insanely higher at 100k or something, but I think they would definitely be slightly higher, as Uzi dropping definitely took away the potential shine and attention her drop received. However, I do think there's another pretty big factor at play here. And just quickly guys, before we keep going with this Meg Thee Stallion breakdown, a couple quick shoutouts from my Instagram. Shoutouts to everyone showing me love on this post here. Couple random pics with Bloody Sage, and we have YSL Green Bean. Appreciate you guys, and appreciate everyone else over on my Instagram at yadiiiigg. You guys know what to do. Make sure to follow your boy. And just a reminder about my merch tees. We have the Playboy Cardi merch tee, as you can see right here. I've got this one and the whole lot of red. We've currently sold out, but pre-orders are up on the website if you want. So go cop any size if you're interested. And as well, I do put in a lot of effort to try to get all the numbers and facts and figures for you guys. So if you guys could please hit that like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, that would be much appreciated. But let's keep going with this breakdown. If you guys have been living under a rock, basically Meg has been going to war with her production company that she's signed to, 1501 Entertainment, alleging various things about them. The details of this dispute are tangled up, and we're hearing conflicting reports from both sides, so it's hard to know what the truth is, but it is important to know that there was legal proceedings from Meg against them about her being able to release music, and to even release this album she had to be granted permission from a judge. Okay, now time for some roleplay. Pretend I'm a public figure and I sue my boss for not letting me leave my job, unfair working conditions, and then I go to news outlets, social media, and spread negative information about him. But then I turn around and ask him for a recommendation and endorse me to my prospective employer where I hope to land a job. Do you think my boss would agree to that after I'm trying to sue him and I'm spreading negative information about him and the company publicly? And even if he did agree, would he give me a raving review? Would he put in any effort to make me really land that job? Probably not. And when you think about it, that's what labels/production companies are. It's their job to promote the artists, invest into the artists, and ultimately endorse them, endorse their image, and endorse whatever they've got going on, so fans and audiences worldwide can hear it, and so that the artist can succeed. And if you're a part of this company and you see Meg suing you, talking down upon you publicly, would you really put in the same amount of effort to promote the album? Would you really want to see her succeed as you would have if she wasn't doing this? Of course not. The entertainment industry, just like any, is about balancing relationships relationships, and Meg in doing this has severed hers with who she signed with, and I'd say that this has played a part and led to maybe less promotion for the album and as a result lower sales. And furthermore, going back to what I was saying about Meg having to go to a judge to let her release music is super important. This basically means that neither 1501 Entertainment or 300 planned to have the album out on the day it was released, but Megan decided that date. This means that perhaps the label or the production company wasn't able to give the album a full proper rollout because they weren't expecting to release it. Maybe they weren't able to get priority placements on Spotify pages or playlists or Apple Music pages and playlists. Maybe they weren't able to get all the media they wanted done. Who knows what they would or could have done if given the proper time frame. But because of Megan pushing the release of the album, they weren't able to do that, and this may be another reason for the lower sales. And lastly, through this label public controversy, it's been quite a divided response from the fans. There are a lot of people on her side, but equally there are a lot of vocal people who are speaking out against Meg, and I think this public backlash against her in this case has hindered her public image and perception and possibly led to her losing fans. So as you can see, there's really a lot going on from the Uzi situation to the label situation that led to Meg's numbers not meeting expectations. At the moment though, if you're Meg, as I said, these numbers aren't terrible and they aren't career ending, but it's clear that the label behind the scenes drama needs to clear up, because the optics of this aren't good and she hasn't won everyone over. People are definitely divided on this topic, so hopefully they're able to sort out the business behind the scenes soon and she can keep it moving to the next single or the next project or what have you. But that's all from me today guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you guys haven't, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, make sure to turn on notifications, at yadiiiigg, follow me on Instagram, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now.